Everybody always talk about date your age, date your age. Well, I want to date my wage. I'm finna shut all this ish down tonight. I want to date my wage.
Stay right there. Stay right.
Where y'all at? Hey, chat, where they at?
Hold on. Cause you know I keep it on me now.
Yeah.
I keep it on me. You want to date your what?
I want to date my wage. Not my age. I want to date my wage. So where are they? Because y'all always talking about date your age, date your age. I want to date my wage. So come on with it.
Well, you talking?
As a matter of fact, I'm taking applicants.
What we've been witnesses that has unfolded before our eyes for the past 4 or 5 years, and that's not just be surprising anymore when it comes to Hollywood, because they are exposed to a world that is not real. It doesn't exist in reality, and they live in a world where anything goes, basically encouraged to do things that are perverted and abominable, you know. Another woman accuses Shannon Sharpe of sex or assault and defamation lawsuit. Make it so no other man would want me. A representative of Shannon Sharpe or for Sharpe called the allegations ridiculous. A woman suing Sharpe for alleged defamation also alleges in the complaint that the NFL Hall of Famer assaulted her in 2010. Michele Evans filed a suit against Sharpe in New York in 2023, nearly 2 years before another woman suing under the name Jane Doe accused Sharpe of R-ing her in a lawsuit filed in Nevada early this week. Sharpe has strongly denied the allegations. He said it was consensual and a shakedown. In the New York complaint obtained by People, Evans, who is representing herself, claims that she had been in a relationship with Sharpe for nearly a decade, ended in 2010 when she says that he got in an argument over his alleged infidelity. Evans alleges Sharpe then requested that the two have sex and that she refused. The defendant proceeded to forcefully subdue me, compelling me to my knees, and subsequently engaging in non-consensual oral penetration, the complaint alleges, despite her protests. Though Evans is not suing Sharpe for assault, she claims he threatened to ruin her reputation, that the ensuing media commentary was rife with defamatory commentary assailing my professional reputation. Michele Evans' claims are ridiculous and completely without merit, Sharpe said, our representative for Sharpe said. So Michele, okay, all right, you know what? That's about it. That was just I was on my computer and email came through showing that or saying that he's being sued by another person. All right, then. I'm out.
Who was surprised by all this nonsense with Shannon Sharpe? I've been told y'all he sounded like a dummy. Just his voice sounds like an undereducated fool. His interviews really even aren't that great. It's just, it all depends on the guest. I'm not surprised by these developments at all. Now, I don't wish the worst for him, but I'm just totally not surprised he got involved in the mess he got involved in. The part that does kind of surprise me, though, is the chick is a butterface. A beautiful mid with a fat behind is what's going to get you caught up. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, the Shannon Sharpe thing, I'm not going to get into the race play because I do kink shame, so I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But next. Okay, so my take is, if you were into like rough schmecks and like BDSM and stuff like that, and so, like, why wouldn't you protect yourself if that's what you're alleging it was, consensual? Why wouldn't you have her sign a contract? And I'm not taking anything away from like what the victim is alleging or anything like that. I'm just specifically talking about him saying that this was consensual or whatever, because you need to protect yourself, somebody of your caliber, you know what I mean, in your field. Why wouldn't you? And I know like BDSM contracts aren't necessary, but like I know people can protect themselves with it by saying like, hey, we agreed to do this. Like, why didn't you get a contract? Or like, I haven't read anything about there being one, so that's what I'm confused on. But that's just a lawyer in me right now. I do have a degree. But yeah. You know what, y'all? I had to add on to this clip. I was done with it. But now I'm thinking, his dumb ass probably don't even know what BDSM is. He probably didn't even know what he was doing was a thing. So, you know what? Scratch.
I may not know Shannon Sharpe, but I do know game, okay? And let me tell you something. Michele probably didn't say anything or sue when all this initially came out because she thought she was the only one. Right? He probably hit her with that, hey, Michele, come on. Hey, if people hear our love making between me and you, you know, and it's good love, Michele. Like, what are we doing? You with me? Come on, girl. Like, don't even worry about these other people and these other. I'm gonna sell some pills, and the money I make from these pills, I'm gonna give it to you. You know, whatever he had to say. You're not a 55-year-old. So, and the second she found out there was another girl in the picture, and that girl had been around in an overlapping time as she had, it was over. Because it's one thing to make a girl look stupid, it's another thing to make her look stupid twice. Okay, and she was not gonna go for that. She was not gonna go for that. Not at all. So now she's suing too. You know, and that's the thing. It's like we were watching the downfall of Shannon Sharpe all over some oochie gooch. You know, and coming from a man who's had his own downfalls over some oochie gooch, it's hard to see.
So another woman has come out accusing Shannon Sharpe of, well, you know what? Her name is Michele Evans. Yeah. And, you know, she's talking about how, you know, she's had a relationship with Shannon Sharpe way back in like 2010, I believe. Now, what's different about this particular case, this woman does not have a lawyer to represent her because no one wants to take her case, or at least not yet. She claims that Shannon Sharpe, well, you know, did some non-consensual acts towards her towards the end of the relationship because she tried to confront him about his infidelity. Now, I personally don't know how far this is going to go because apparently, since no lawyer apparently wants to take her case, I mean, the whole thing is just dead in my opinion, right before it even gets started. But if there is an attorney out there that is crazy enough to take this case, yeah, I don't see it going far at all. I guess she thought to herself, well, damn, if this young chick that's going after him now is probably going to get $50 million, let me get a piece of that pie too. No. In my opinion, don't be surprised if, like, in a couple of days, you hear of another woman coming out saying she had a relationship with Shannon Sharpe back in, like, 2003 or some shit, and she wants to get some money for that. Don't be surprised. Like, share, and follow for more.
Shannon Sharpe has said one thing that caught me off guard. He has said he doesn't want to date his age. He would like to date his wage. And as a 50-plus-year-old man, for you to even say that or even think that, it is very disgusting and embarrassing. The fact that you can feel comfortable to literally say that, and then you go and date a 19-year-old woman, is the craziest thing that I have possibly ever seen. There are men who are doing that in this day and age, and they should really be ashamed of themselves. That's someone's daughter. The person that you're dating right now, you could be friends with that person's father. A woman that's probably like 15 years younger than you, 10 years younger than you, you could at least date within that 35 range. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you a 50-plus-year-old guy, 54 years old, and you're dating a 19-year-old woman, that is crazy. I don't care what anybody has to say about it. If you feel any different of what I just had to say, please comment below.
I'm disappointed. I'm disgusted. Because to be disappointed would means that I had higher hopes. Yet again, another black man has allowed his second head to move him, and he lacks self-control. And when you lack self-control, you will lose control over everything. This man is about to lose everything, all because of, one, I tell y'all, it's not a gay agenda, it's a PDF agenda. His love for young girls. And then he happens to love young girls that are of a different race, that we know historically black men have had a lot of negative experiences. There's this thing with black men, I don't know, not all of y'all, of course, so don't start that bullshit, but this thing with y'all where you think you having sex with a white woman is getting back at your oppressor, which is even deeper, sinister thought, because that means that you think that sex with you devalues a woman. I don't think y'all get the psychology of what the fuck y'all be doing when y'all do this. This man, because he could not control his wayward dick, is about to lose so much. This is y'all leaders. This is what y'all call leaders.